learn how to create this inside CapCut. First up, you can click on this button, and here you can preview how your video will look like for different social media apps, such as TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. Let's go with TikTok. This allows you to frame your text and your animation so that they do not get blocked by the animations on your target platform. Let's start off by creating your auto captions. Go over to text and then select auto captions. Then go ahead and select the language and click on generate. Now your auto captions have been created. You can choose a specific font, and you can also change the font size. And over here at Captions, you can also split them into smaller sections so that they fit on the screen better. Let's go ahead and add a new text. And then over here you can choose the font. Fonts aren't just letters, they carry emotions. There's a reason nobody writes their resume in Comic Sans. Your font speaks before your message does. If it's hard to read, people won't even try. Simplicity isn't boring, it's powerful. For captions on platforms such as TikTok or YouTube Shorts, your font matters a lot. You can choose fonts such as Montserrat or Interbold, Arial or Helvetica. For this video, let's go with Montserrat. It's clean and professional, and it's easy to read. You can go over to these three buttons, and if you click on this, for example, it will make all of your text uppercase, or if you want lowercase, or just the basic one. Let's go with all of them uppercase. Then scroll down until you find shadow. You can blur it upwards slightly, like over here, and you can see the shadows, and the distance should be around 10. Turn down the opacity to around 20 or 30, so it adds a very slight shadow. This gives us that subtle, stylish shadow. Then go ahead and search in your video where the person says that word.
Start or scale an Airbnb business in 2024.
And then cut your text where you want it to end. Then let's start animating it. You can zoom in to see it better. At the start of the text, add a transform keyframe and also a blend keyframe. Then around 15 frames later, add another blend and transform keyframe. Then you can use this arrow to move to the first keyframe. And then for the Y keyframe, move it a little bit lower, around 100 less than it was before. So it was 600 and something, so now it's 700. And then go ahead and turn down the opacity to 0.
An Airbnb business in
This creates a smooth fade in with a clean slide up motion. If you want it more professional, then right click on the text and select show variable speed animation. So the scale is the same, but we changed the Y. Then just click on the line and then select show all presets. Then select
Airbnb
cubic ease. And you can move this curve, the closer it is to the left side, it will show you that the animation moves in faster and then slows down. If you drag this line a little bit upwards,
Airbnb business in
it will also create that little jump. Then let's open the blend tab and also select the line, click on show all presets, select cubic ease, and you can do the same here. Drag the curve a little bit to the left, and you can see that the text gets animated faster. Then let's go to animation. Find the in animation and let's add a little blur. So you can scroll down until you find the blur. Here it is.
Airbnb business.
And then you go to out and do the same thing.
24.
And then make sure that you turn down the duration to 0.3 seconds. And this is what it looks like. Then we can create a caption multi-line. So for example, if you have multiple words that come up. So you just click on this and then just duplicate it. You can duplicate it 4 times if you have 4 words or less. I will have 4 words. And then just go ahead and change the text. Make it uppercase and do the same for all of them. But first, let's delete the auto captions below them. And also make sure that you know exactly where each word will be ending. So let's drag them over here. Now let's go ahead and compound each of these text layers. Great. And now you can move them to wherever you want them to go. And now you can also change the size of the text. So for example, for the in word, I wanted to make it a little bit smaller. And then drag it down. And for the 2024, I can also make it a little bit smaller. Then if you want to change a specific text style, then double click on that. And now you can edit the compound clip. So let's go ahead and change the font. Let's go ahead and choose Rubik. Then you could add a glow to it. Let's add a orange glow to it. And you can also add a curve to it if you want, maybe a very slight curve like this. And you can also play around with strokes and the thickness of it. This will make it pop out even better. And let's turn down the range for this a little bit. And you also have these preset styles that you can use, or these bubbles or text effects. But I find it that it's much more interesting if you create your own style. Then let's go ahead back to the clip.
Airbnb Business in 2024.
And we can also edit the 2024 word. So let's make it bigger. And we can also add a glow to it. You can play around with these however you like.
On Airbnb Business in 2024.
For more variety, you can reposition and scale the words slightly, or you can highlight keywords by changing the font or even adding a glow or shadow. Your text is art, and art attracts people. It keeps them hooked to your video, just like this next clip.